upper, you have several columns. No? So sa first column, the designation of the slab or the name or what we call mark. So 2S1, 2S2, hangtod sa 2S10. Okay? The next column, you have the slab thickness. The next column, you have the schedule of reinforcement in the short direction. These are three kinds, A, B, and C. So A, that is the top bar at the continuous end. B is the bottom bar at midspan. Then C is the top bar at the discontinuous end. No? So muna siya na kay short direction schedule, nasa kay long direction. No? And you also indicate the type of the slab, whether it is one way or two way. Okay? Now for the beam, so a beam schedule will look something like this, no? Although this is not common to all. May ibang mga engineer nga lahi sila slightly different way of presenting the table, no? Pero mo ni siya ang akong pagi, no? So ayo na lang mo palahi diya, sunod na lang mo. Kunya nag engineer na mo pagbuhat mo kinyo, no? So again, for the beam schedule, you can specify second floor beam schedule, third floor beam schedule, and roof deck beam schedule. Or kaya di makaidaghan ng atong beam, pwede rin nga ilaray lang yung tanan, beam schedule na lang, sa hood, no? Indicate the concrete strength and indicate the rebar yield strength. Then in the table, you have the name of the beam or the mark, so 2B1, 2B2, and so on. Then section, you have the width and the depth of the beam. Then for reinforcement schedule, so we have the location, top and bottom bar, at the left, midspan, and right. Okay. Then on the next column, you have there the column allotted for specifying the cut-off location or cut-off length, no, of the rebar from the left end and from the right end. If ever there are extra bars, no. Then in the last column, you have there the stirrup schedule. Sa girder, similar to the beam, no? Parihara na siya diha o forma. And na dito yung sample na to, sa pasabot na to niya ng length L1. So for example, the dahil ko yung pointer dito, pwede siguro magamit na yung pointer. Marami na po mag-ari dito, no? So, kini dito, no? For example, at the top bar here, there are 5 pieces, and at midspan, you have only 2 pieces. So, 5 dere, 2 dere, so 3 bars will be terminated, no? It will be cut at a certain distance, L1. So, karang L1 mo na siyang distance from the face to the support to the point where the bars are to be, the extra bars are to be terminated. So, muna dere naka-specify 1.76. Ang L2 from the face, no, of the right support to the point where you terminate the rebar. Muna siyang L2. Now, there are situations for girders, no, and sometimes for tie beams, nga sa bottom bar, mas daghan o rebar diri sa supports kaysa midspan. No? Ordinarily, sa mga intermediate beam, mas daghan o there are more bars at midspan than at the supports, no, for bottom bars. But for girders, due to earthquake na mga moments, it will happen often, no, that there will be more bars at the support than at midspan, no, for the bottom bars. So you need also to specify where you will terminate the extra bars. Okay? Kaning L3, L4 dere, so kung mas daghan sa midspan kasi supports, then you have to specify at what distance are you going to terminate the kining extra bar, no? Next, we have here the tie beam schedule. So the tie beam schedule will follow along the same format, no, sa atong beam girder schedule. Then footing schedule. So nalimot ang butang diri title, footing schedule, no? Then F sub C prime and your FY here. Okay? Then the name or designation of the footing, FC1 to FC12, then the footing dimension. So this is the length, the width, and the thickness. Then you have here your reinforcement, no? So parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis. Okay? So this is read as 16 pieces of 16 mm diameter bar. Then for the column, so sa column dili tabulated. We do not usually follow a tabulated format of presenting our output for the column. Usually columns are drawn, no, sa ilang cross-section. So you draw the cross-section and show the arrangement of the bar and also the arrangement of the column ties. No? Then below that you have the name of the column, from what level, no? So from, for example, this one is from foundation level to the second floor level. Then the size of the column, the number and diameter of the vertical reinforcement, then the tie schedule, the lateral tie schedule. So for example, 10 mm diameter, the first at 50 mm, then next 5 at 100, then the rest at 150 mm on center to mid-height, no? Then for joint ties, so 10 mm diameter at 100 mm on center. So joint ties are the ties which are placed at the intersection of the column and the girder, no? So those are what we call joint ties. Okay, so I hope this na aware ta no sa atong mga